What you just saw flying was actually this frame, and this is with the 1500 milliamp 4S battery with an all-up weight of like 340 grams as pictured here. With the 850 milliamp battery that it's supposed to run, it weighs 300 grams exactly, but I left that battery at Pyraflip just an hour ago, so I don't have that, and I couldn't record it. It is definitely looks a little bit quicker with the lighter battery, so keep that in mind. And I made these prototypes to test my disc loading theory, and yes, this is a 1407 motor on the RaceKraft 5038 prop, which I speculated in a previous video that this would be the biggest, highest load prop that this little tiny motor can spin. And I'm happy to tell you that after about 5 or 6 line of sight flights with a bunch of punch outs, the motors do not get any hotter than if they're running 3-inch props. Yes, that is shocking. They are a little bit high kV. 3600 kV is still a little bit much for 5-inch, and we're going to be working on that now that we know that they can spin a 5-inch blade no problem. But basically, this is the new concept that I have. And all those people, many people, surprising number of people, really argued that the disc loading theory, which isn't even my theory, was useless, was crap. It was not good, because I was basically saying the lighter is better, and that's that. And that's true, but I also wasn't saying that you should sacrifice power. These motors are extremely powerful, and each motor is making around 900 grams, because on a 4-inch prop, dual blade, they make 850 grams on the bench. So I expect on this 5-inch blade, it's making around 900 grams, which is bonkers, which means that each blade is making a 3-to-1 thrust to weight ratio, which puts this thing at a 12-to-1 thrust to weight, which is really meaningless. I'm going to go over that in another video. Basically, I'm making this video to just present to you my 2 main prototypes. I have made many more recently. You can see one is a monobody, one is a multi-unit. This one is 39.5 grams, which is a nice weight, and without these little tabs and things, which I'm going to take off, it will be 38 something grams. This one is 40.9 grams, both of them as pictured here with all the hardware on this one and everything. So this one is 1.4 grams more, but you get 4 individual arms. And here's the best part. When you flex these and feel the sturdiness in the hand, they feel about the same sturdiness. Well, of course, this one is not going to break the arm as easily, but that's okay if you break arms on this one, because you have a much lower drag profile on the arms. You're blocking less thrust, you have a smaller center body, and those are all good things. And if you do break an arm, it's very easy to replace them, particularly because the arms are slotted. You only have to remove one screw and it slides out, because this isn't a full hole, it's a slotted hole. It seems to work great. I have not crashed this thing hard enough to make a difference. This is the 4-inch version of both. They are both fully in 3mm, top plate 2mm. The 5-inch version is 45 or 47 grams, and it has 4mm arms, same way, bolted to a single 3mm sheet. And it seems to work great. And it's going to be up for pre-order. The prototype frame is going to be up for pre-order at pyraflip.com, because I want other people to help me test it and give me feedback and break things so I can actually improve it and get a much better frame. So my goal is to make the Superlight class, this class, like a totally new class, a totally different racing class. People are going to think that it's going to be super fragile and break so easily, but in reality, when you're flying something that has a 300 gram all-up weight, which this one will with an 850 milliamp battery, it's not even built light. I mean, this has a full-size receiver in there. It's got a full-size flight controller, full-size VTX, full-size, everything is full-size on this. So it's definitely not light, and it has a dry weight of 196 grams. With an 850 milliamp battery, it has a full all-up weight of 300 grams solid, exactly 299.9 grams. So it's pretty light. Not the lightest, but pretty damn light. And at that kind of weight, you don't break things very easily. You don't carry enough inertia. Even though this thing goes 100 miles per hour, you don't carry enough inertia to really break things that easily. So there's going to be much more coming, and unfortunately, I cannot give you any FPV footage of this because I do not have my goggles. Fat Shark has been repairing them for the past 8 days. I don't know what they're doing with them. It has the screen rolling issue, and they said they're just going to change one board. I don't know why it takes them so long to change one board. They are literally 2 hours away from me, so I might just drive over there and get them from them because I need them for this weekend. But there's going to be much more content coming about these concepts, and the disc loading theory is very accurate, very, very accurate. It is wicked fast. And with the 850 milliamp battery and the lighter weight, this is 340 grams. With the 850, it's 300, and it is definitely faster line of sight. So with the video that you saw, it wasn't even the top speed, or it wasn't even max punch. I didn't even hit full throttle in those punches. It's called the Hyperfloss, of course, because you should all be flossing every day. And I hope to have you guys help me finish it.